want you to do your own homework on this, and I want you to spread it to your friends. We're talking about the 6-month moratorium Obama has put on offshore drilling. For purposes of the moratorium, the federal government classifies any drilling in depths beyond 500 feet as spooky. It's deep. We can't do it. Now, here's the BP Deepwater Horizon rig. Now, obviously not to scale. We can't do it to scale because, well, we ran out of ceiling and floor. 500 feet. This one's 5,000 feet. Now, Obama says that's too dangerous. That's going to give the Earth a boo-boo. We don't know what we're doing. We got to stop that right now. Except, if you remember, earlier on the program, Lovey, Crime Inc., George Soros, Petrobras, second biggest, one of the two top investments of George Soros. He buys into Petrobras, that is the oil company of Brazil. Obama has loaned $2 billion to this company. And what are they doing? They're doing a drill up to 14,022 feet. 5,000 feet, Deepwater Horizon in the Gulf. This one's 14,000. They haven't started yet, but that's what we're loaning the money for. Now, I'm not a mathematician, but this doesn't make any sense. We're willing to ship $2 billion that we don't have over to Brazil to perform the exact same task that Obama wants to ban here, except he wants to ban it at a much safer depth. The moratorium is going to cost, reportedly, rig workers as much as $330 million a month in direct wages. Help me out with this, please. Can somebody in the media ask this question? Why are we willing to lose almost $6 billion in lost wages here in America? Now, I'm not a fan of BP, and in fact, I got to tell you something. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong. But the way we're reacting to this whole mess, why should they be paying for the 6 months of oil workers that are out of work when it's Obama banning the drilling for 6 months? And that's not a ban, that's a death sentence. We have 35 rigs that are going to be sitting idle now, and they won't sit idle forever. They don't come off the block. Those jobs are going to vanish. Someone else will get them. People are already bidding on the rigs that we won't be using, and we will be devastated. There's only one person that wins. One person, one company, Petrobras. One person, George Soros. More next. We're talking today about the BP oil spill and the story that nobody seems to be willing to piece together and bring to you. You know, we have been taught constantly lately to just memorize dates, that nothing in life is connected. Just memorize, that's what history is about, is dates and places. We have to stop that line of thinking. Stories are connected. Stories are connected. Tonight, we've shown you Crime Inc. again, except now it's on BP. We've shown you how George Soros and the Center for American Progress have a huge influence on the policy of this administration. That George Soros owns tons of stock in a Brazilian oil company. It should raise eyebrows when the guy who said he'd stop the oceans from rising wants to send $2 billion to that very same Brazilian oil company for offshore drilling. This is a multi-billion-dollar company in Brazil. They make $15 billion a year in profit. Why would we lend them, what is that, 13%? 13% of their profit. Why would we loan them? What? We're trying to take money away from the oil companies here. Why would we loan them money? This is a president who actually told Americans to inflate their tires to proper tire pressure in order to help the earth rid itself of a fever. This is a president who told America we can no longer drive our SUVs and asked China to cut back. He's just told us we got to get out of the oil business. This is the same president who's now putting American jobs at peril during the worst economic crisis since the Depression by banning offshore drilling for 6 months. And we're supposed to look the other way when he marches forward and says, this is bad to drill at this depth. This is BP. We've got to stop this for sure, and then sends money over to George Soros in his investment over in Brazil when it's a lot deeper. Other than the shareholders getting rich and America losing, this program is going to expose for the next few days and the next few weeks, again, more on Crime Inc. What is this administration really all about? things you need to know. The phone didn't ring this hour, and the second thing you need to know is that there is one media group that is going to be doing an awful lot of reporting on this, and you will see it starting probably already now. Media Matters. Oh, that's right. Owned by George Soros, or started by him. That's great. It's almost like a plot out of the Overton window. This is available. This is my new thriller. It is fiction. But boy, you wait till you see the similarities. The Overton Window, available in bookstores everywhere. From New York, good night, America.